looks like I have a cow. I just got home. I'm gonna come back here and see how this cow got into my property. Hey, okay. Shh, it's okay. I just want to see. I just want to see if you're okay. She's taking off. I'm gonna look back here. She had to have come through here. She seems to know how to get back. I'm just waiting to see what she does. She knows how to get back, so let me follow her. That means there's an opening back there. She's gonna show me how she's getting through. You're okay. Shh, it's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Whoa. Whoa, she went after me. Wow, that was scary. She's like a bull. She knows she came in that way. She just does not know how to get back. There she goes. There she goes. Oh, she jumped the fence. I think she got back. The fence is broken and she jumped the fence. Okay, that's how she got in. And you can see the tracks here from her. And she jumped over the fence. There they are. Okay, she went through that fence. She went right through that fence. Right through here. She went through it. Through that. Oh, she had to be through here. She went through it. I don't know how she did it. This fence has to be fixed. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, there's some things here that are pinching me. It's a good thing. It saves me a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble having to have people come and wrangle up that cow. So as you can see, if the cow can get through, what else can get through? Oh, she's been all over the place here because there's poop over here from her. It means when I was gone, she was walking all over this place. I don't know why a cow would put herself through all of that to come from through all that barbed wire over to my side. There must be some kind of a yummy smelling grass or something that she needs. Her body's telling her to get, and she had to cross the fence over to come and get it. That's what I think. Look at this cuteness. Isn't she cute? Oh my gosh. Every time I look at her now, I'm like, how much longer do I have with her? She's 14. She just turned 14. And her eyesight is not getting better. She's so relaxed and calm there. And I have the other one over there. There is cow dung over here. Let's see what that is. Yep. And this is what the cow left me. And she left me one big giant one. I looked for more. But that's going in my compost because that is good stuff. Treat, come on. She's so excited. These are the little mealy worms. They love these little treats. Treat. Wait a minute. You can't be a cheater. Hey, you can't be a cheater. You gotta be patient and wait. Go down and get it. Stop being so excited. No, you gotta go down. Go down. Go down. Go down and get it. There you go. I was almost attacked by the chicken. She was crazy. Oh my goodness. All right, that's good enough. There's a whole bunch on the floor. You gotta get the ones on the floor. There's a whole bunch down there. Come on, go get them. Look. Yeah. I keep playing with the phone. There's some over here. Going at it. All right, chicks. Now you're gonna go and you're gonna have fun. I have to go in the house and do my things. I'll see you later. So one of the bad things about fall is a lot of my flowers die, and that's what I'm going to do today. I was going to pull them out of the pots because they don't look very nice. And what I did was I cleaned up the front yard. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get to taking these zinnias out because right after that hurricane, they got hailed on, they got dried, they got bent out of shape, and I'm just going to pull them out and I'm just going to leave the pots empty and get it ready for the springtime. One chicken is laying. Just want to show you this cute little thing that I bought at Walmart. This was about 10 bucks. And it's a little egg cooker. So I've been cooking my eggs in the Instant Pot, but this is only 350 watts. So I've already washed these eggs. And what you do is you fill it according to the cup. The cup tells you for medium, for hard, for soft. Put the cover on. And where's the button here? Here's the button. You turn it on. All right, and so in a few minutes, it's going to go ahead and cook the eggs for me. This is also a little steamer, and it comes with this little basket so I can make omelets in here, so it would steam the omelet for me. And then it comes with an egg separator as well to separate the eggs with the whites. And then it comes with the little water cup here, and then it comes with a piercer on the bottom. And this is what it's called, the My Mini Small Bites egg cooker. See? So the other thing you can make with this is Benedict eggs. You can also steam dumplings in here, and then of course the boiled eggs that you can do. And there's a recipe book that comes with this. It has some really good recipe with eggs. This is starting to get to be a nasty habit that I have to stop, break, and do something about. The chickens are now into this new thing where they come to here and they take all the mulch, a lot of the mulch, and they just like scratch like crazy in there. The worst one is here at the front. And so I cleaned this up last night at 6 o'clock. Well, no, it was 5 because it was still daytime out. And here we are again this morning. Look at the mess that they're making inside my flower beds. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Oh my gosh. You know how many times a day I've done this already in the last 2 days, hoping they're going to stop? Oh my gosh. Lots of vultures today. Guess something died back there. They've been here for a while. And I think I'm not going to be able to let chickens forage until they're gone. Just too many. Too many. All right, there's a reason why I'm taking the spikes off of this cactus that is right in the entryway of the chicken run. Makes me so happy to come out here when I cut the grass. You can see the lines are still here. Everything is so peaceful and pretty. This is my project in this wonderful weather that we're having. Doors were built for me, and I am going to paint them because they are really, really filthy. And I'm gonna do that today. Remember, this summer I cleaned the shed. I got all the mildew off. It looks good, but these doors make it look really bad, and I want to protect them as much as I can. So I got my paint here, and I'm gonna get started. All right, it's all done, all painted, front and back. And I'm gonna let them dry. I'm gonna go finish cutting the grass. I still have half an acre I have to cut on that side.
What are you doing in my dishwasher?
I got some chickens waiting at the door for me. Right, they're coming. They're always following me. I'm super hungry. Oh, Missy, be careful. The door almost closed on her. All right, got my basket. reason that you saw me harvesting jalapenos and peppers from my garden was because we were expecting for the next few days a blast of freezing cold temperatures here in Florida. We're going through a deep freeze here in Florida today, and I just went outside to feed the chickens, and their water bowl, I don't know if you can see this, that I left out last night. There's some leaves that fell in there, but oh, I put some water on it to defrost it. There's ice in there. So I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna wait for this to defrost and give it to them later. And now I'm gonna go out there and bring them another bowl of water. This is all I got. All right, so chickens, a little bit puffed up today, but yesterday I put extra bedding in there to insulate. I'll leave them here for a while. You girls gotta eat your food, and I gotta go make my coffee. You can go out later once the sun comes up. I'm gonna go check the garden, see how it's doing. So last night, really late in the day, I came out here and covered the garden with tarp, plastic, and some burlap that I had. Those I didn't get a chance to. Those are seedlings that are coming up. Hopefully they didn't die. They're pretty small, but I did not have anything to put on that. And hopefully that pepper plant didn't die, but we'll see how it goes today. I'm gonna leave that there and let it get warm up like a greenhouse. It's a mess here. The leaves everywhere. Everything's turning brown. And just this time of the year where everything looks ugly, but then some projects that I gotta do outside cleaning up, but I've been sick for the past 2 days, so there's no way I'm doing none of that today. Oh, it's so nice and warm in here. I have the heater on today. I don't usually turn the heater on, but it's 28 degrees, and I have to have my water on as well to drip. I've had it on since 12 midnight. That's when the temperatures went below 30 degrees. As you can see, we had ice, so this morning I came here and gave them water, but I turned off the water, so I gotta let it drip still until probably around 9 a.m. is when the temperature is gonna be above freezing. There's still ice in there. Good morning, everybody. I know you don't see me, but you're gonna see me in a second. I am rushing because daylight just broke, and I usually go out and feed my chickens at this time. We have a deep freeze here, and I'm gonna show you here the screenshot of my thermostat on my AC. Well, I have the heat pump going on now from my AC, so it's a good thing I can warm up the house. The house is pretty chilly this morning, but for me, for my standards, because I'm used to Florida weather. But I'll show you what I did last night for the chickens, and I'm so glad that God told me to hold on to this canopy. I didn't know why it was taking up space in my garage, but I was going to donate it, but it's the perfect canopy for cold days like this. This is my thermometer that I keep in my canning pantry, so I always know the temperature in there. That never gets too hot. But I'm going to put it in the coop today, so then I come back later, I can see how warm this tarp is keeping them. This thing worked out pretty good for this, so I'm gonna keep this. I wish this plastic would go all the way down, because then I know that they can be down here in this area and not get any cold drafts, but that is not the case. Put the light in there. It's kind of dark in there with the plastic, so this way if they want to go in there and keep warm, it's nice and warm in there. With the plastic, there's no wind chill, so if they're cold, they can go in there. That's why I did that. These other girls are good, though. They're walking around. My hands are frostbitten, so I'm going inside. Just so you know, that is my water this morning here, back here by the plant. At least just the top part is frozen. Ooh, that is super cold water. Wow. All right, chicks, I'm coming with your water. They might be thirsty. This is so cute. I'm over here working in my desk, and then I come in here and look at this. So cute. In my fridge, I have tons of jalapenos that I had to harvest because of the cold weather. And before I harvested those, I harvested these here, and I made them into candied jalapenos. And these are amazing. And what I'm going to do is put this over my meatloaf. I'm going to heat it up first, put it over my meatloaf before I eat it. All right, so I have my cheesecake in the Instant Pot here. It's a small cheesecake with 1 cream cheese. It's perfect for me. In this Instant Pot, I have potatoes. These are red potatoes that I'm going to be mashing into mashed potatoes. And then over here, this is the salad that you can find at Walmart for $7. I have some meatloaf here, just ground beef with some garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of cumin and salt and pepper. Just put that in there, and then I'm going to put the lid on. Now, when you put the lid on, you got to be careful because this will pressurize. So, and then you won't be able to open it. So what I do is I put a toothpick. I insert a toothpick in here so it doesn't close all the way and leave some kind of a gap in there. You need the gap because if you don't have a gap in there, what's going to happen is it's going to seal shut, and you don't want that. Okay, so this I'm going to put on top of the potatoes. Now, the reason I put the lid on is because I don't want all the moisture falling on the meat. So that's why I want the lid. It'll just roll right off and I'll be able to open it when I'm done. So I'm going to process this in the Instant Pot. Put it on pressure. I'm going to run it for 10 minutes. The potatoes will be really soft, but they're okay because I'm going to mash them anyway. Make sure that the valve is in place. So I've got 2 things in here. I've got my dessert in here, and then I'm going to heat up my candy jalapenos. All right, I forgot to film it, but here's the cheesecake. I put it in this bowl because it's super hot and I want it to get cold so I can have it for dinner tonight. And here is the meatloaf is done. You can see that. It's a lot of juice in there. That juice will be perfect when I make my mashed potatoes. And then there's the mashed potatoes, and they're nice and soft. You can see I can pinch them with the toothpick, and this was easy to open because I put the toothpick in there. So now what I'm going to do is heat up the jalapenos that are in the jar, and then I'm going to put it over the meatloaf to eat. Sorry about that. I already started eating. So here's my mashed potato. Here's my cowboy candy meatloaf. It's just so delicious. And what I do is I eat a spoonful of the mashed potatoes with the meatloaf and the sauce. And it's so good. All right, I know I didn't film this, but my porch plants have been sitting here for the past like 4 or 5 days, and they made it because last year they all died and they came back. So I put them back in their place. But these are the transplants. I've got papaya trees here. I got níspero. I got lemon. I got my sweet potato, and they survived. I brought them indoors. They've been indoors for a couple of days now. This was another flower that I brought from out there. As you can see, everything is a total mess here. Everything is brown. And my plants are doing pretty good. I still have to finish cutting the fabric and putting the hem on that lamp. I'm going to bring a shelf that I have in my back porch, and I'm going to put it here so that I can put these plants here and leave them here for a couple of days with some good sun, and I can baby them and watch them. There's Haugen. They like being out here because there's a lot of sun up here. This is facing south, and they sit around here and just enjoy the heat of the sun that keeps them warm. So I'm going to go get the shelf. I brought the duster so I can dust it off and put it over here, and then I can baby these plants this week. I'll just have to paint it black. I do have some spray paint there, so eventually I will get this painted. I have to scrape it a little bit. It's a little rusty. So I have the trays. I'm going to keep these in the house because that way, if it gets cold, I can come and collect them. And I think this shelf is going to be perfect here for my transplants now when I start preparing for the garden this year. I think this is going to work for me because this is the sunniest spot. And I'm going to get a lot of good sun here, and I'll be able to baby them as well. All right, so I'm taking off the burlap and the plastic. And so far, this stuff is good. The cabbage, rapini is good, broccoli. And it's a little bit scorched, but I'm going to water this stuff really well now. Some lettuce that I have in this bucket made it. My pumpkin didn't do too well. My celery is kind of there. All of the seedlings that I had that were coming in, they look like they did not make it. They just went back in the ground. Then over here I didn't really have anything. My greens are still good. My arugula is amazing. It's still really good. I didn't plant anything over here. So here I had planted some lettuces, but I think this is just weeds. I don't think that those seeds made it. And my radishes made it. These are all radishes. I just planted beets before the frost, so I'm not sure if those are going to come up here. This is my mustard, and then this is my mesclun. And I still have a little bit of mesclun here. So that made it. The carrots made it. And my pepper plant is here. I did leave a pepper on here, but that did not make it. So hopefully I can prune this and it'll come back. Now these lettuces did not make it. Let's see what's here under the tarp. This is my pepper plant. I kept those warm for days. They have not been watered, but there's a pepper here and then I'm going to harvest today. I left it on the tree, but I don't think it's doing well, so I'm going to take that out today. There's one here too that I also left. There's another one here. I think those are probably done for. My chard did well. My cilantro is still there. My zucchini did not make it. Here's the zucchini right here growing, but I think those are done for. And here's, because I had 3 of them. I had zucchini there, zucchini here, zucchini here. For next year I will not be planting zucchini in the fall. And here's all my jalapenos. I harvested tons. These jalapenos are here, so I'm going to harvest. They're kind of soft, but I could freeze these or dry them. So I will probably end up drying those. And then my carrots, since they're underground, they're still doing good. So these are the newest ones that I planted, and these are the older ones. So these should be almost done soon. So not bad for a frozen clueless person. Oh, and then I had planted lemon balm over here, and my lemon balm did not do good. Yeah. Oh, this smells so good. It's dead. What I had done to the pepper plant was I put that animal food bed over it, so it did keep it alive. The tarp I think did the best. And then these are my ginger, and I think I have some turmeric here. That didn't do too well, but as long as the roots are good, I'm good. Cabbage, the big one did good. My little babies, they actually turned brown. So I'll probably have to give them some nitrogen this week. So I'll be peeing in a cup for them to try to save them. They're still alive, but they look like the color of this pine. So I try to get straw like this at Tractor Supply, but they were out, so I ended up having to buy this because this is all they had. This is just the pine shavings that are big. A lot of the plants got like burned, but they need water and sun. This is the outdoor shelters, just those canopy covers. The bottom part, the middle broke. The wind blew it away and broke, so I kept the top, and this is what I've been using. I just kind of roll it down during the night. I just take the clamps and let them, they roll down all the way down to the floor. So that's how I've been keeping them safe from the wind chill. But the sun's out and it's going to go back to the 60s and 70s, so I'm going to remove that today. So I just put a brick on there to kind of hold it up in place. There's some poop and stuff on it, so I just got them busy over there so I can get my stuff done. Get this out of here. It's a great idea because I have a thermometer in there. It's not that it keeps it warm, it just keeps the wind chill away. So the wind chill can come in through here, and the wind chill can come in through here, and that's all I really wanted, is to avoid them getting wind chill, because there were going to be heavy wind chills. Kept them dry too. So I'm going to get to cleaning this coop area here. I want you to see, if I had a tiny house, where in the world would I put all of this stuff? Okay, I got the plastic that I used for the freeze, which is going to end up being part of the shelf. I'm going to make like a greenhouse, a little greenhouse. So I'm letting it dry there. So I have the tarp that I used for the freeze for part of the garden. Then I have the one I used for the chicken coop, that canopy. That's there. That's got to go in my garage. Then I have the burlap. I also got to fold that and put that away. Oh, this room is going to get a huge makeover. This is Christian's room. When he moved out, when he got the Airstream, I made it into an exercise room for us. After he came out of the military school, he was working out here. And then those cold days, he would sleep in here too. So I would have a mattress for him on the floor. So basically, I have an inverter here, a treadmill, and my Pilates machine here. And I want to start using these again. I've been so busy with the garden, I haven't really done a lot of exercise. So this winter, I want to get back on track. But this room is very boyish. I want to make it cozier And I'm thinking of putting a little table here. So this can be my little writing nook, because I'm going to be writing a book. And although I don't really necessarily in the wintertime like the view, because my neighbor's house is there, and I've decided that I'm going to plant some pine trees there this year. And I'm just going to cozy this up and make it into like a library type of exercise room, only because I don't have another place for the exercise equipment. It's going to be here, but I want to make it cozier versus it feels so sterile in here because of the equipment. So I want it to be a multi-purpose type of room. And I'm going to be taking some of Christian's, a lot of Christian's stuff is still here. His clothes, his pajamas that he left for when he comes and visits. It's still, a lot of his stuff is still here. But his clothes are still in the closet. I'm going to leave those there because when he comes back, he has lots of clothes here. And there's some boxes of stuff there that's his. So I'll just put some of his stuff in boxes that he can get to. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Some things I'm going to have to donate and just to redo this room because it never really became anything. I don't really come in here because it's not really cozy. It's kind of dark. It's like a mishmash of things. And whoever comes and stay in here during cold weather, I want them to be able to, I have like inflatable beds that I can put for them, but I still want it to be cozy and nice, and they can have a table to sit on, they can exercise, and I don't want the exercise equipment to be the predominant when you walk into the room. I want it to look like a cozy space, and then have the equipment over on that side, and then of course my little writing table there. So that's a project that I'm going to get to, and we're going to make it happen. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can see the transformation of this room become a writer's retreat in 2023. Hey, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.